Now obviously there are candles that you should not fight against, and basically I'm going to be showing you ones, breaking it down, which ones they obviously are. Now, and you can simplify this, right? But obviously some people just make it too difficult as well. You can go with the trend, but I want to just simplify it, where obviously you can backtest this and then you'll know that exactly what I'm speaking about. And these are basically the candles that look like this. Let's visually draw these out for you. So one like this and one like this, right? So obviously I use black candles for bearish and I use blue candles for bullish. So what I'm going to do is color them like this. Now obviously for some people this might be green, and some the bearish candle will be red. Now the idea is, right, look at I think this is gonna, no, that's just a bad idea, not that one. Let's use this one. Right, you tell me now, if you see a candle with no wick at the top, right, on a bullish candle, that's 100% strength candle, right? The bullish candle is super strong. That means I don't want to fight, or I should say I don't want to take any sell positions in this moment of time, right? So the moment you see a candle like this though, obviously I can't, don't let me put it in the center. I'm guessing now it will. So let's just say the, you know, the candle's just putting a little bit more weight. Now you see a bullish candle that looks like this, right? Now it's lost a little bit of its authority, its presence on the market. But the moment you see a wick now like this, is this still a strong bullish candle? No. Now some of you might be thinking, well, we already know this kind of information, you know, why are you telling us this? Well, you need to start applying it and start taking it more serious, right? I trade the break and retest. There was a more super simple strategy. Some of my students trade as well in my elite mentorship program. And what I'm going to be showing you over here, like, look at this. Perfect example over here, guys. Perfect example over here. Trend is bearish. Look at this. One super strong bullish candle over here. Hardly any wick at the top. What happens? Momentum shifts. Now let's see, there's one over here as well. Right, there's one over here. But this doesn't have the same value as this one. Look at the size of this candle. It dwarfs all the previous candles. Right? I mean, look at this. Even a better example. Long wick rejection. The smaller the body, the better. And the wick in the opposite direction. Right? So obviously, super strong bullish candle over here. So if I went on a smaller time frame, so let me just actually put that where it was exactly. And let's go on a smaller time frame. So price, I mean, look at this. Again, the breakout candle. Super strong as well. No wick at the top. Price breaks through, comes down. Now does this mean I take a buy from here? No, these are bearish candles. Does this mean price is also going to reverse? No. We've got to wait, right? You remember, we get paid to react, not tell the future. And that's what I'll predict, I should say. Right? You got to have a clear understanding of knowing when to get in. And you got to know your patterns, your rules, and obviously know your edges, and obviously backtest your edge. So price comes down over here, right? Price comes down. So do we take a buy? No, we just wait. If price gives us clear, strong rejections towards the downside, then obviously we just, you know, back off. Why? So this around. It's gonna have a much bigger time frame. Overall, we're bullish, right? At this point, this is a super strong bearish candle over here. Not, well, there's a little bit of a wick over here, but still it is a very, very strong bearish candle. Price starts coming down, suddenly we start getting wick rejections in a huge bullish engulfing candle. A huge bullish engulfing. What happens after that? Just one moment. Huge bullish engulfing candle with no wick at the top. A super, super strong bullish candle. Huge chance of price reversing. What happens after that? On the 1 hour as well, huge breakout, strong breakout candle, no wick at the top. Now price comes into my zone. Now does this mean just because this closed super strong bullish, I take my entry straight away? No, because area of interest tells me, which is my zone, obviously that's my biggest strength. The area of interest tells me that always, and obviously through back testing as well, always take your entries from your areas of interest. Don't take them anywhere in the middle of a zone, or two zones I should say. That's no man's land, right? There's one, if you want to call it a wall over here, and there's a wall over here. Think about it. If you're a soldier, right, you want to take your, when you find the enemy, you want to take your opportunity behind some kind of cover. This is your cover, probably not the best example, but it's the only one I can think of right now. Is the area of interest is where your best opportunity, is basically where your best opportunity is to take advantage of a setup and making a high probability sell. So obviously, if I go to a small time frame now, let's look for clues. Let's look for clues and possible entries. Let's go on a small time frame, even more. Obviously, we've seen the super strong breakout candle. Even on a small candle, 5 minute. Look at this, super strong bullish candle over here, right? Even this one, a very, very strong breakout candle. Well, not really a breakout, but price does obviously carry this with a lot of force. And then obviously sellers, there was a little bit of sellers living here. Remember, in your areas of interest, buyers or sellers will live there, and they will, in simple terms, they will be there ready to challenge you, right? And so you also have to be ready for that. Price comes in, a lot of volume, price starts coming back down again, just to confirm, are we actually going to push this? Do we actually want to push this up? So then it's like, okay, what are the signs, right? Or would you be entry? So we've got a bullish engulfing here. Now obviously you got your wick at the top, so it's not your best candlestick pattern or your best candle strength in terms of strength, but it is overall a bullish engulfing. So in this case, even like how your A+ setups, your best setups can lose, your worst setups can also win, right? In this case. Now I just come back down here, we got a huge, obviously some people might call this an engulfing. Engulfs this whole range over here. Price comes down here, but if I went to even a smaller time frame, let's put this on playback just to show you, right? By the way, anyone interested of joining the Discord community, very, very selective of who I'm working with now, especially I'm obtaining like literally about 5 to 10 members per month, even in 2 months. Link will be in the video description. This is just the VIP sections. This students posting just from their broker as well. So yeah, link will be in the video description, so you can check it out. By the way, the elite course is no longer available, just to make that very, very clear. It's only the one-to-one mentorship, so you could become very strict with, super selective on who I work with. 1,500 members plus, so link will be in there. Yeah, if anyone wants to join, just drop me a message. And yeah, we're super engaged VIP group, and obviously the public free section as well. But yeah, going back to the point. So now we're going to look for an entry point, right? Let's break this down. Now if you're going to focus on structure as well, guys, I can see already over here, look at this, left shoulder, the head, inverted head and shoulder pattern, a reversal. Where do you think in all this mess over here, especially in the 1 minute time frame, look at this, it's possible many opportunities. Super strong bullish, no wick at the top. But what we'll do is, I'm going to cut this down to the, take it up to the 5 minute time frame, and you can even start using the 2 minute time frame. I believe on the 1 minute there was one candlestick pattern. On the 5 minute there wasn't anything, but 2 minute you want to go not too small, because they lose value. But look at this, on the 2 minute, super strong along with rejection, no wick at the top. But this one is your best one. Oh, and I found another one over here, no wick at the top, no wick at the top, right? Can I see any other ones? These ones are together. But remember also, another tip I want to give is, the further away price moves away from the zone and then he starts giving you these entry patterns, they know your high probability setups. You want them closer to the zone and then give you super strong candles. Them are your best entries, because they are showing that even this one, perfect. No wick at the top over here, look at the size of this, huge engulfing. I mean, ideally, perfect. That's how it should be. And then price obviously does its thing after that. And then obviously you can refine and make your stop loss even tighter, and that's how you get the bigger rewards. If you watch my trades on some of the other students as well, watch my previous videos, passing profit challenges. I'm 700k funded, so I'm just passing these challenges. I trade mostly now on my personal account, but with profit accounts, you're just passing them in like literally few trades. You can, all the videos on my channel, you can check them out. Student success, you can check them out. But hope you found value. I don't want to make this video too long. It's a Sunday. Market will be opening soon, so I wish you all the best for the next week. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share if you found value from this. Take care. I'm out.